So some housekeeping rules, and I'll continue to kind of go over these if you are brand new to Saturday Morning Power Hours, a series. Number one, I talk quite a bit and I use them a little bit to mentor, guide, navigate, question, challenge, push, all the things. If you are here and this is your only hour that you have designated to work and you need quiet, please just hit mute. Just mute me. That is totally fine. Just mute me. If you are here for a little bit of pushing, challenging, navigating, mentoring, all the things as we go through this power hour, then keep it unmuted. But if you need just the quiet and you want to work in community, just hit mute. Do not go back to your coach or someone else and go, why'd she talk the whole time? I'm going to talk a lot. And if that is not your vibe, then Saturday Morning Power Hours, a series, is not your vibe, and or it can be your vibe, and just mute me and just work in community. Well, it's a choice. Everybody has a choice. We have a choice. Everything's a choice. Second, if you are doing something other than being really attentive on this power hour, I'm going to ask you to mute your video because it's really distracting to other people who are really attentive on this power hour. Meaning if you're folding laundry, if you're walking around your house, if you're doing anything that is other than let's just be here present right now, then I'm going to ask you to mute your video because it's distracting to people and we want to be respectful of everyone's time. Yes, I want you to be here. I want you to be doing work and we're going to be respectful of everyone's time. Okay. Last week we talked about inviting. Shall we talk about inviting again? Also, can we act a little more excited, please? I'm going to need to see just a little bit. Thank you. Yes. Here are my people. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I am at a women's leadership conference. I came over on Thursday, did a couple workshops Thursday, and then I was here all day Friday. Took tons of notes, shared them with my team. And here's my question to you first. How often do you put yourselves in rooms? And I do mean in real life. I mean in real life. Okay. We've been doing virtual for a long time. If you're not muted, please mute yourself. I'm muting right now. Like we know it's 2023, y'all. You already know how to mute. So we've been doing virtual for a very long time. Yes, we've been doing virtual for a very long time. I am asking you this question, and I want your answers in the comments. When was the last time, and I don't mean with your company, so I do not mean with Team Body. When was the last time you put yourself in a room with other like-minded individuals to fill your own cup, to fill your own soul, to light your own fire? And you did it on purpose with purpose. You went somewhere to a conference, to a workshop, to something that filled your own cup. I also don't mean a retreat that your upline leader may have had that you qualified for. Nope, I do not mean new leadership conference. I don't mean summit. I don't mean leadership. I do not mean Super Saturday. I know, I took it all off the table for you, didn't I? When was the last time you put yourself in a room with like-minded individuals that had nothing to do with Team Body? Probably a while, yes? So I'm going to ask you to put that as part of your homework for 2023. And do you know how you find said conferences? I would like you to please open up another browser on your laptop. I would like you to go to the search engine called Google. And I would like you to type in women's leadership conferences. You can do this later. And then I want you to find one. I mean, it's crazy that it's right there on that crazy thing called Google. Right? So, I mean, you're going to get in your car or on a plane, drive somewhere, probably not in your city, probably pack a suitcase. No, not meet at your friend's house or at the coffee shop. I mean, you're going to get on a plane or in your car, pack a suitcase and go somewhere and fill your cup. Because here's what's going to happen. You are going to come back so on fire for your business. You're going to come back so on fire to serve. You're going to come back with a new realization of your potential and the possibility. And does anyone else have this happen in your life? Are you in your life sometimes and you have people in your life who are like, you crazy. What are you doing? What is that thing you're doing? What is that? What are you doing? What is that thing? Like nobody else really gets it. And then you get in a room with other people who get it. And you're like, oh, this is amazing. And you remember there are other people who get it. So that's your 2023 assignments, is to get in rooms with other people who get it, who inspire you, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. And you're going to wonder why I'm pouring so much into my challengers and I'm so burnt out. And then I'm just going to take a step back from my business. Y'all, you need to fill your own cup and you will realize your potential at a deeper level. And I'll probably share some of the stuff that I have learned and or been reminded of over this conference as we get into this. But we're going to talk about inviting. We're going to talk about inviting. We talked about this last week, and we talked about how often someone is inviting, how often you're inviting to the business, and how we can invite in a way that maybe feels a little bit more organic and good. So in the comments right now, how many people invite, listen closely to me, invite to the business every single day? Invite to the business every single day. The business. The business. And here's what's awesome is that's data, right? No, you can't just put 3 times a week or once a week. What was the question? Do you invite to the business every single day? It's yes or no answer. There's no qualifiers in the comments. Y'all are smart business people. No qualifiers, okay? No explanation. This isn't JV's high school senior English class that she used to teach, and we need an essay. It's either a yes or no. Do you invite to the business every single day? And if not, that is an awesome data point. So now we have a place to grow. Right. And last week we talked about inviting in a way that might feel a little bit more organic, that might feel a little more helpful. And we talked about how we went back to our posts and we added a sentence that sounds something like this. If you don't have something that helps you create or helps you be or helps you do, and then you filled in the blank with whatever it is the business has done for you, comma, then we should have a conversation. It's worth a conversation. I would love someone who did that with us last week to maybe put their sentence in the comments for someone else to see. We talked about what has the business done for us. We crafted a sentence that we can add on to all of our posts. And then we went back to our posts and we added that. Now, here's what's amazing. I know that the Coach Online office has been a little glitchy this week, but we don't need to get into the Coach Online office to do this. All we need to do is go on to our social media, which isn't glitchy, right? So Annabelle, you saved a bunch of those in a Google Doc to share as social proof. That's amazing. So can someone type their sentence in the comments from last week that they added to their posts? Do you have something that helps you? Blah, 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 blah. If not, okay, so Lauren, let's tweak that a little bit. Thank you, Lauren, for going first. Thank you, Lauren, for putting that in there. Thank you, Lauren. So everyone can look at Lauren's for a second. Do you have something in your life that helps create more genuine confidence? If not, I would love to hear from you. If not, because that it's just not specific enough, and people are like, well, I don't know what. If not, we should have a conversation. Message me today. Do you have tools in your life that create confidence? If not, let's have a conversation. Do you have something that gets you out of bed, that makes you proud of yourself right out of the gate, that gives you energy and joy? If not, let's have a conversation. Do you have something that sets your soul on fire? If not, we should have a conversation. And this all came from what you said the business has given to you. So if you didn't do that last week, I would encourage you to do that as well. And then we're going to then craft that sentence. So we went back last week and we added those onto posts. So today, for the next little bit, you are going to use that sort of sentence, because you know what? I got messages last week. It was the best. I got messages last week from you that were on the Power Hour on Saturday going, oh, my stars, it's working. I'm like, it's crazy, because all we're doing is asking for a conversation. Listen to me closely. Yes or no in the comments. How many of you want to be truly want to be part of another group or really get on another Zoom call? Really, if you had your choice, how many of you really want to be part of another group or get on another Zoom call? Most of us probably don't. But if you would have said to me 15 years ago, do you want to find a way to be able to say yes to your family? Do you want to find a way to be able to say yes to your daughters? I would say yes, and I would get on anything I needed to make that happen. But if you're inviting me to another group, hell no. So what we're inviting people to do is have a conversation. They don't care that you're on a Zoom call. They care about what it's going to do for them. They care why. They care why. So for the next little bit, we're going to go to your social media, either your Facebook or your Instagram, wherever you are primarily building right now, wherever your favorite platform is. And you're going to look at your likes. You're going to look at your comments. You're going to look at your DMs. You're going to go back. I don't care how far back you have to go. January, December, November, October, it doesn't matter. And you're going to take this sentence and you're going to, on the front of it, say, I so appreciate you supporting my journey. It just feels so good to have people that are out there cheering for your success. Do you have something in your life that creates the confidence, set your soul on fire? If not, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Let's talk. You are going to say that to every single person who has liked or commented, because what you're inviting them to do is have a conversation, not to another group. Does this feel good? Does this feel like, is this landing? Is this resonating? Yes or no? I want to make sure that we're really clear on what we're going to go do for the next 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. That's okay. Sue, you get a lot of likes and views. You're going to message those people who like it. You're going to message those people who like it. Hi, Toy. I've missed you. I missed you. Miss seeing you. So just take your sentence and at the front of it, put something like, thank you so much for liking my post. Thank you so much for liking my story. It means a lot to know that I have support out there. Do you have something in your life that sets your soul on fire? I'm so grateful to have this. I'd love to have a conversation with you and talk about it. Someone likes your story. Someone comments on your story. Someone views your story. Because here's the thing, as we said last week, you are someone's next level version of themselves. Someone's watching you thinking you got it all together, and they're nervous to reach out to you. So you're going to extend your hand first, because that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. Okay, so for the next 15, 20 minutes, you're on your social, you're making those connections, you're messaging, you're replying to those people who've liked, commented, viewed, all the things. Lindsay, have you invited all those people? Probably not. All right, let's get to work. Brianna, can y'all look at Brianna Owens' message in the comment section really quick? And Brianna, I'm going to point you out and use you as a just a thought, because I feel like this is the, for lack of a better word, this is the old way. Y'all, we're in a new business now. We're in a new way of doing business. This is the influencer economy. We have a new team name. We have a new vibe. Like, this is a new way of doing business. And Brianna, I'm going to say this with love. A little bit about this feels like what I would have said probably in 2017. And we're in 2023. So let's bring it up to date just a little bit. I say that with love because we're all learning, right? We're all learning. I am the girl who has not invited to the business every single day for a while. Okay, so I'm in this with you. I'm in this grind and this hustle and the trenches with you, trying to figure this out. And I know that if we continue to do what we have always done, we will continue to get what we've always gotten. And none of us wants that. No one shows up on a Saturday morning power hour because we want to stay the same, right? So when we say stuff like, I want to reach out because our virtual coaching team is expanding, you've already told them what you're inviting them to, and they're already like, hell no, right? We haven't even had the opportunity to have a conversation about it because you've already told them. You've already given them the solution. So there's no point, because now they can automatically go, no. Does that make sense? Like, we're massaging this differently now, y'all. We want to make sure that we're positioning what we have as the solution to what other people's challenges are, because we know that they are for us. But those challenges are not because I'm a busy mom. Those challenges are like, because I want to go to the grocery store and not have my card declined. But no one's going to tell you that. So as we're inviting, we're putting that out there to have the conversation so they start to learn how this business can change our life before they even say no. We are creating a whole new culture of network marketing. We get to be a part of that, but we can't stay a part of it if we're kind of inviting like we used to. So, Brianna, I'm going to invite you to massage that a little bit, maybe drop it in the comments again, and we'll take another look at it. Is that cool? Is that cool? Are we cool? You're not throwing things at me, right? Like, we're all on the same page here, trying to get better and build an empire, or a fempire, as I call it. Sorry if there are guys on here, but I call it a fempire. Okay, I'm going to mute again and go back to the comments. Also, I'm sorry. I can't mute. Can we please not start sentences with I, right? They don't care about you. Love you. They don't care about you. Thank them. Be grateful. Talk about them. It's about them. None of this is about us. When we are inviting, it's about them. So let's not start sentences with I. Love you. Also, I'm sorry, can we just acknowledge that there are 300 of you on this 9 a.m. power hour right now? I'm so proud of you. Like, I am just so proud of you. People showing up. Okay, that's all. Go back to work. Sorry. Okay, Liz has a question in the comments. My question is now that after someone says yes, as in yes, they want to have a conversation, I'm assuming. I'm frozen with word vomit. Okay, first of all, gross. Secondly, it's just a gross visual. Now you can't get out of your head. Secondly, that's a story you're telling yourself. Liz, that's a story you're telling yourself. You are telling yourself you don't know what to say. Yes, you do, because someone said it to you. Yes, you do know what to say because someone said it to you. You also were the person that you are messaging. You were the person who felt like whatever it was that resonated with them before you found this business. What would resonate with you? What would resonate? Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. What would resonate with you? And say that. And stop telling yourself that you're saying too much. Stop telling yourself that you don't know what to say. You are a boss CEO, every single one of you. You're a boss CEO of a business. This ain't no side hustle, y'all. This ain't no little fitness business gig. This is a business. However large or small you want to build it, this is a business. Trust yourself. You know what to say because you were that person. So just take a breath, drink your Energize, and say something. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. You know why? Because if you're talking to the right person, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can say gibbledygook to the right person who's ready, and they're going to say yes. So take a breath, trust yourself, and respond. Okay, Mary has a great question. What are my thoughts on if I've already invited them and they've ghosted you, but read your message before this? Okay, number one, we're going to change the story on that. Is anyone on here? Just raise your hand. You don't have to put it in the comments because then we get lost, but just raise your hand. Is anyone on here sort of busy in their life on a regular basis? Just raise your hand. You got stuff going on. Anyone on here have stuff going on aside from this business? Just raise your hand. Okay, so we're going to stop the story of they ghosted me, and we're going to remind ourselves that people have stuff in their life going on, and perhaps they read your message and then their kid fell down and cut their head open and they just haven't gotten back to you. Okay, because people have stuff in their lives going on. So we're no longer saying people ghosted us. We're just saying, oh, they just haven't responded. So then if you've invited them, but they haven't responded, maybe it was because they didn't really resonate with that invite. Could this be another way to reach out to them? Could this be another way to start fresh? Could you even say, hey, it's a new year. Let's just start fresh. You know, I know I've invited you to my groups previously. Maybe it wasn't the right timing. I'm so on fire for what I get to do every day. I'm just so curious. Do you have something that sets your soul on fire? And if not, I think it'd be worth the conversation. And you just say, let's just start fresh. Let's just start over with no expectation and no assumption that they hate your guts because they didn't respond to your last message. They were busy, like we all are. And we just start fresh. Today's a new day. We start fresh with our invitations. No assumptions, no expectations, just fresh. Could we do that? Mary, does that help?
Yes, Julie, thank you.
You're so welcome. Oh, Natalie, this is interesting. This was an eye opener. Your followers are coaches already. That's very interesting. So you need to make some new connections. And you could use this sentence to make new connections with brand new people because it's so open. It's such an invitation without it being, join my group. If people haven't responded and the same people are still watching, y'all, you are their next level version. You are doing the thing that they're trying to get the courage to do. They're still watching you because you inspire them. Why does that make you mad? Someone's watching you because you inspire them. Why are you mad about that? Like literally, people are always like, why are they still watching? But they haven't joined my team. They're inspired by you and you're mad about that? Can we shift to that story, please? They'll say yes when it's time for them to say yes. You keep inviting. That's your job. That's your job. Brandy says, what if they give a thumbs up? And Andrea says, I hate the thumb. I hate the thumb too. Maybe that was an accident. Remember, we're making no assumptions. Invite them again.
That's actually really easy to do. Send a thumbs up. My kids do it all the time when I have the message still up and then they send it. I'm like, no, stop.
Right.
So that actually could be the thumbs up from anybody.
That is like, y'all, the planet is dying and we're worried about if someone sent a thumbs up. Come on now, let's have some perspective, okay? Let's have, people are busy. They occasionally, their kids hit the thumbs up. Have some perspective. Our job's not to try to decipher what the thumbs up means. Our job is to just keep inviting. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. You keep working. Okay, let's talk about what Amanda wrote. She has one girl that's interested in joining. Last time I talked to her, she said she and her husband had talked about finances before. Y'all, it's $160. Okay, I have a lot of thoughts on the fact that we have to talk about $160 with our spouse, but that is what it is. I know finances can be touchy. They're only touchy if you make them touchy. It's only weird if you make it weird. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. It's only touchy if you make it touchy. The more we talk about money, the less touchy it is. So could you just say, hey, new year. I know last time we had a conversation, you wanted to talk, you wanted to kind of dig into the finances part of it. I want to make sure that, there's a lot of different ways that you can partner with me in this amazing business. I'd love to help you find the package that works for you. Just talk to her about it. Just actually say the word money. Say money. Say it over and over again. It's okay to talk about money. It's only touchy if you make it. It's only awkward if you make it. Just money. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about impact. We're going to make money. I like to help women make money. Let's make money. If she has to talk to her spouse about finances, she probably needs this business in her life. Amanda, great question. Does anyone get this? Oh, I wish I had your motivation. Does anyone else get that? Oh, I wish I had your motivation. I wish I could do what you do. I wish I could do what you do. Okay, number one, that's a story that they're telling themselves and they're immediately disqualifying them. That's baggage that they're carrying. That's not your responsibility. But second, it's not motivation that gets you up every day, right? I mean, nobody get motivated to get up at 5 a.m., but you're inspired, you have habits, you're connected to your dreams and your goals, and you have a vehicle that'll help you get there. Could you say something like that to them? Craft it in a way that you would say it, but it's not, you don't have motivation. You're not special. What you have is an opportunity, and you have habits, and you've connected them to the life you want to live. That's why you get up and do the things you do. That's why you show up and do the things they do. Maybe they just haven't made that connection yet. Most people don't. You have. What if you take an opportunity to share that with them? Oh, it's not motivation. It's actually just habits and an awesome community and this business opportunity that can help me create my life on purpose. Oh, well, guess what? Anyone can do that. You don't have to be motivated. Okay, I'm about to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Get ready. This might be the most mind-blowing thing that you've heard all day. Here we go. You ready? Not everyone's going to say yes. Not everyone wants to get in the driver's seat of their life. Not everyone does. It's ridiculous to us. We can't understand it. And yet, some of you are probably not in the driver's seat of your life either. Right? That's a journey for all of us. It's a journey for all of us all the time. Why do you think I'm here at this conference? So I can fill myself with stuff that'll help me stay in the driver's seat of my life. Not everyone is a fit as a coach for your team. Some people just want to wear the jersey and sit in the bleachers and eat the popcorn. And guess what? That's okay. So let's stop trying to coach the world and let's get our message so dialed in and so bold and unapologetic that the right people are attracted to you, that you find the right people who want to build this business. And the people who want to dork around and give you the resistance and the excuses, you keep inviting them because we never know when they're going to say yes. And at the same time, we also remember not everyone's going to say yes. And that's okay. Okay, we have just a few more minutes. So just keep working. Keep working. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Okay, as we get ready to wrap up, I want to share with you a couple pieces that I heard yesterday at the women's conference and give you someone to follow. If you have not heard of her, her name is Patrice Washington. Go find her on Instagram. She's got books, she's got a podcast, she's amazing, incredible speaker. And some of the pieces that she shared yesterday, I think will resonate with you. They resonated with me, just the way she says it. You've heard this stuff. We've all heard this stuff before, but sometimes we have to hear it in a different way, right? And she said yesterday to this room full of women hoping to level up their leadership, most of whom are network marketers, most of whom are in another network marketing company, not ours. Okay, cool. So we're all kind of on the same playing field trying to figure this stuff out. And she said, when you know something, you have a responsibility to share it with your friend. When you know something, you have a response. She didn't say you have an opportunity. She didn't use any other word. She said responsibility. When you know something, you have a responsibility to share it with your friends. When you know something, you have a responsibility to share it with your friends. And she also said, and I think this will resonate with you, most people want you to stay where you are because it makes them comfortable. Can I get an amen on a Saturday? Most people want you to stay where you are because it makes them comfortable. Are you here to make other people comfortable, or are you here to actually achieve your goals and dreams? And that's a question only you can answer. You have responsibility to share. And the last piece I want to share with you, which I think is so important, is this: the concept that identity dictates everything. She talked a lot about this. Identity dictates everything. This is also in James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. It's not, I'm going to get up and run today. It's, I am a runner. And what do runners do? It's not, I'm a person who thinks I'm going to work out a little bit today. No, I'm a person who works out. I work out. So what do people who work out do? What do people who save money, who are on a budget do? Whatever it might be. So you're the CEO of what can be an extraordinarily life-changing business. Is your identity that you have a little side hustle and then this is a hobby for you? Or is your identity that you're the CEO of a business that can change your life and the lives of who knows how many people? Is your identity that you are creating impact and income? Or is your identity, I'm just kind of dabbling in it? Because until your identity shifts, your habits won't shift. You'll try to do the things and you'll show up for a power hour every once in a while. But until your identity is, I am building a business with this incredible life-changing opportunity, it's going to be nothing more than a hobby. Identity dictates everything. So my question to you today is, what is your identity? You don't have to answer me. You can journal on this. What is your identity? And you've got some homework today. It's that, journal on that. What is your identity? What are you identifying yourself as? Hobby or CEO? Are you a business builder or a hobby? Neither one is wrong or right. You just have to make sure you're aligning your expectations with what you're getting from the business with the identity that you have. If you are saying you're a CEO, but you are truly feeling like it's a hobby, the two are going to cause tension. What is your identity in this business? That's number one. Number two, you've got your message, and you're going to keep massaging that. You're going to keep using that. You're going to keep using it to invite people, to respond to people. We're not just inviting to a group. We have to stop just inviting to the community, and then people come in and they don't hit Success Club and we're mad at them. except we invited them to a community, not to a business. And we wonder why they're not hitting Success Club. And they're like, why are you mad at me? I just came in here for the parties. Because we're inviting them to a community and let's sleep over and matching t-shirts. Invite to the business. You want business builders, invite to the business. Invite to the business. Tell them what this business can do in their life. That's number 2. And number 3, you're going to find yourself some sort of conference, workshop, and such that is not affiliated with TeamBody, and you are going to go to it. You're going to pack your suitcase and get on a plane or in your car and drive to it and go to it. Not in your town, not in your basement, not affiliated with TeamBody. You're going to go fill your cup with other people who are on a mission like you. And you're going to hear different perspectives and different voices. You're going to come back on fire for the business that you're doing. Do we have a deal? Those are your 3 pieces of homework. You didn't think you got on a former English teacher's power hour and you were going to leave without homework. Of course you got homework. Okay. You can continue working. You go do your thing. You have an amazing Saturday. I'm so proud of you for being on here. 300 people of you. Oh, who's taking the boomerang? It's always someone else's job. It's not mine. Who's taking the boomerang? Who's got it? Okay, because we don't take just random pictures and put them on our story with like weird faces. We give ourselves a heads up. Okay, who's taking it? Are you ready? We're cheersing. We're cheersing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happens. Okay, someone tag me and then we'll retag. And remember, when you share this on your stories, you talk about why you show up on a power hour. No one cares that you're on a power hour. No one even knows what that is. No one cares that you're on a Zoom. People want to know why. Why are you hanging out with 300 amazing people on a Saturday morning? Because I'm building a business, y'all, of impact and income. I'm changing lives. That's what we're doing here. All right, have an awesome weekend.